Improve one thing in your current situation, whether that's at home, at work, at school, something new, something old, whatever. Pick one thing and improve it.
My name is Andre Argilius. I am a third-year biomedical engineer with a concentration in mechanical design, and I'm Vice President of Operations for the Quality of Life Plus Club here at Cal Poly. What QO Plus is a multidisciplinary project-based club that focuses on prostheses, medical devices, and assistive technology for veterans and community members. So what we basically try to do is find ways to improve their quality of life, even no matter how small it is. We reach out to them, we want to try and help them and, take all the innovation and creative ideas that you get out of engineering.
We create senior projects, typically your master's projects, that help. They're all over the place. They could be prosthetics, they could be recreational activities, they could be specific things that help people in the workplace do activities that they weren't able to do before. And so really the direct impact is to improve the quality of life for any of our veterans who have been wounded.
I deployed to Afghanistan in the winter of 2012. About halfway through the deployment, I stepped on an IED, an explosive that was buried in the ground, a homemade device, and got hurt pretty bad. Lost parts of all 4 limbs.
He has a lot of trouble in the mornings, just putting in all of his limbs, and we were connected through the program to find a way if we can find a solution for him.
I went from being one of the most independent people out there to 100% dependent on another person. And that really took a toll. It was hard to do. I mean, imagine how often you use your arms and legs. It's how you interact with the entire world. And that was no longer an option for me.
All these things that we take for granted, that someone can easily put on their prosthetic, kind of is just thrown out the door with Taylor. And so that in itself, from an engineering standpoint, is a huge challenge. How do you design things to help him in his everyday life? Especially, that's probably something that most of us can't really empathize with. There's so many difficulties and so many things that Taylor's gone through that it's hard to, really put ourselves in his place.
If there's a pen laying on the table, I can't get the fingers far enough around it to pick it up and then use it, and it makes for, checking out at the grocery store or whatever. It's just a slow and awkward situation.
What makes him different is, number one, how driven he is. That working with him has helped me realize how much I take for granted in the mornings, like how easy it is for me to simply just get out of bed in the morning, which is something that takes like 20 minutes for him. And the fact that he has the will to do that every day and still function in the same capacity as any other human being is absolutely amazing to me. To see someone who works this hard for things that we take for granted, and that's definitely changed my perspective.
It seems like for a lot of the students who are interested in the club, some of them are interested in prosthetics, but sort of uniformly, everyone wants to help veterans. And I think, some of them have personal stories, some of them have families who are first responders or in the military, and so they really want to take their engineering skills and give back to this community. The QO Plus Club is completely on their own time. So the officers of the QO Plus Club put in an absurd amount of hours. They're just really on top of things, and aside from the personal satisfaction they have of doing it, they're not doing it as part of class or any other requirement. So a lot of it is just their passion and interest.
QO Plus, I've seen incredible growth from the club since I've started. When I joined in my freshman year, we only had about maybe 8 to 12 members, most of which were seniors. Then when me and the current officers took over, we expanded our outreach, and basically we had this huge influx of just dedicated, amazing people who just want to see not only themselves grow, but also other people directly benefit. But what you would need is just a commitment to helping other people and a drive to learn. That's exactly what we're looking for in here. If you have those 2 things, you can learn anything in any setting that we have, and as long as the challenger is the end goal, we'll find a way to help you and them benefit directly from it.